Imagine this. The final echoes of the morning call to prayer are still hanging in the humid air of Old Town Mombasa, and then, a scream. Another body has been discovered, pale, lifeless, and completely drained of blood. This isn't just a movie idea. This is a concept that sinks its teeth into a rich, untapped world of horror. Welcome to a story set in the ancient moonlit streets of Mombasa, where coral stone alleys twist like secrets and the Indian Ocean whispers forgotten legends. The premise is simple, yet chilling. A series of bizarre deaths rocks the historic old town. The victims have no visible wounds, just an unnatural pallor and an absence of blood. Panic spreads like wildfire. The locals, steeped in tradition and folklore, immediately point to witchcraft, to genii and ancient curses. They lock their doors, burn incense, and pray for protection from a supernatural evil they can feel but cannot see. But is it just superstition? Our story follows two unlikely heroes. First, there's a young, ambitious police officer, new to the Mombasa force. He's a city boy, a skeptic who believes in forensics, evidence, and rational explanations. He's determined to prove this is the work of a clever, human killer, not some phantom from a ghost story. He represents the modern world clashing with ancient beliefs. His reluctant partner is a wise old Swahili historian and curator of the Fort Jesus Museum. She has spent her life studying the layered history of the coast, from the Omani sultanates to the Portuguese traders. She knows the stories the stone walls could tell, the ones that aren't written in any official history books. When she hears about the bloodless bodies, her mind doesn't go to a serial killer, it goes to a specific, terrifying legend she hoped was just a tale to scare children. Together, this duo forms a fascinating dynamic. Logic versus legend, science versus the supernatural. As the officer tries to find a killer, the historian looks for a monster. She guides him through dusty archives and hidden oral histories, revealing a dark tale from centuries ago. It's the story of a noble from a powerful, long-gone ruling family, a man known for his cruelty and his obsession with eternal life. The legend says he made a pact with a dark entity and was cursed to an eternal, bloodthirsty existence. A vampire, bound to the East African coast. This isn't your typical European vampire. He doesn't fear crosses or garlic. He is intrinsically linked to his environment. He is bound by the rhythm of the tides and the 5 daily calls to prayer, which act as a sacred barrier, confining his movements and his hunting times. By day, he is a respected, untouchable figure in Mombasa society, a wealthy philanthropist, a man of influence, seemingly above all suspicion. His power and status are his daylight camouflage, but when the sun sets and the moon rises over the ocean, he becomes a silent predator, gliding through the narrow labyrinthine alleys he has known for centuries. The setting is a character in itself. Old Town Mombasa is a maze of Swahili architecture, with intricately carved wooden doors, hidden courtyards, and the constant sound of the ocean. The film would capture this unique atmosphere: the salty air, the scent of spices and sea, the visual contrast between the vibrant daytime markets and the eerie shadow-filled nights. The coral stone buildings, which have absorbed centuries of history, become both a hunting ground and a potential tomb. As our heroes dig deeper, the danger escalates. The officer's modern methods fail him. Fingerprints don't exist, and witnesses describe a shadow, a whisper of movement. He's forced to confront the possibility that the historian is right. Meanwhile, she deciphers ancient texts and consults with elders, learning that the vampire's power is tied to the lunar cycle. He grows stronger with each full moon, and the next one is just days away. They are in a race against time, not just to stop the killings, but to prevent the vampire from completing a ritual that would grant him even greater power. The climax would be a breathtaking confrontation during the peak of the full moon, set against the backdrop of the crashing waves of the Indian Ocean. It's not just a physical battle, it's a battle for the soul of the city. Can a modern cop and an old-world scholar defeat a creature woven into the very fabric of their history? It's a story that blends the procedural thriller with supernatural horror, creating something fresh and terrifying. It explores themes of tradition versus modernity, belief versus skepticism, and the idea that some legends are not just stories, they are warnings. This is the horror of the Swahili coast, an ancient evil awakened. What do you think? Would you watch this movie? Let me know in the comments below. And if you love exploring fresh concepts like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching.